What is your cat doing right now? Sleeping? Asking for food? Hunting a toy mouse? How did cats become such fans of comfort and domestic life, coming from wild animals? Until recently, scientists thought that the domestication of cats began around 9,500 years ago. However, the history and origin of cats as human companions go much further back, about 12,000 years ago. By analyzing the genes of domestic cats and their wild ancestors, scientists have concluded that modern cats descended from the same species, Felis silvestris, wildcat. Their domestication took place in the Near East around the Fertile Crescent, along the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which include Iraq, Israel, and Lebanon. Unlike dogs, cats are only half domesticated. Domestication of cats began with the transition of humans to agricultural societies. It was a mutually beneficial situation. Farmers needed cats to keep rodents away from their barns, and cats needed a reliable source of food, which came from the captured rodents and treats from the farmers. So, does feeding a cat mean it will become your friend forever? Maybe, maybe not. According to studies of the cat genome, one of the main differences in the domestication of dogs and cats is that cats don't become fully dependent on humans for food. Cats have retained the widest acoustic range of all predators, allowing them to hear prey movements, the author writes. They haven't lost the ability for night vision and digesting protein and fat-rich food. So, even though cats prefer ready-made food provided by humans, if necessary, they can still go out and hunt. In rock paintings in Saudi Arabia, dated to the 9th millennium, you can already see images of humans with dogs. Are these the first drawings, and what theories exist about the origin of pets? Just like with the history of cat domestication, there's still no consensus on when dogs were domesticated, and how it happened. Similarly, there's no solid data on the ancestors of modern dogs. Experts cannot pinpoint a specific place where dogs were domesticated, because it happened everywhere. Remains of dogs near human settlements have been found in many parts of the world. For example, remains of domesticated dogs have been discovered in Siberia, near the Altai Mountains. The age of these remains is estimated to be 33,000 to 34,000 years. In the Czech Republic, remains dating back over 24,000 years have been found. Historians define two theories about the origin of pets, monophyletic and polyphyletic. Supporters of the monophyletic theory are confident that the dog originated from the wild wolf. The main argument for this theory is that the skull structure and appearance of dogs of many breeds have a lot of similarities with wolves. The polyphyletic theory suggests that dogs appeared as a result of crossbreeding between wolves, coyotes, jackals, or foxes. Some experts lean towards the origin from certain species of jackals. There's also an averaged version. It suggests that dogs originated from both wolves and jackals. According to a zoologist, all breeds can be divided into wolf-like and jackal-like. Charles Darwin believed that wolves were the ancestors of dogs. In his work On the Origin of Species, he wrote, "Dog selection has been artificial to a large extent, for fanciers fancied, and continue to fancy, that it is in any way advantageous to them, to have drooping ears." Domesticating wild ancestors of dogs not only affected their behavior, but also their appearance. For example, people often wanted to keep the animal's ear position in a hanging state, like puppies, so they chose more infantile individuals. Living alongside, humans also influenced the color of dogs' eyes. Predators usually have light eyes, because they hunt at night. However, being near humans, the animal mostly led a daytime lifestyle, which led to the darkening of the iris. The diversity of modern dog breeds is explained by some scientists through close interbreeding and further selection by humans. In the question of how dogs were domesticated, experts also have two hypotheses. According to the first, humans simply tamed wolves, while according to the second, they domesticated them. In the early 20th century, scientists believed that at some point, humans took wolf pups into their homes, for example, from a killed she-wolf, tamed them, and raised them. However, modern experts lean more towards the second theory, the theory of self-domestication. According to it, animals started to gather around the settlements of primitive humans on their own. For example, these could be individuals rejected by the pack. They needed not only to refrain from attacking humans, but also to gain trust to live alongside them. Thus, according to modern theories, the dog domesticated itself. This once again confirms that the dog is truly man's best friend. Contemplating the long and rich history of cats and dogs as domestic animals, it's impossible to answer one question definitively: did humans domesticate them, or did they themselves choose to live with humans? Both questions can be answered affirmatively. There's a special bond between humans and their pets, and owners who love their four-legged companions gladly worship their friends, because the love they receive in return compensates for their efforts and persistence.